Welcome into Hobbs Ice Arena, everybody, for today's Memorial hockey matchup. As of right now, we're entering the second period, and it's Memorial leading 1-0. And before we get started with the second period, I have to say my sincerest apologies to every and anybody that wanted to tune in to this game at the very start. We, again, had problems setting it up, so again, my apologies. I was hoping to get this up and running before puck drop, but again, that just was not the case. But anyway, we've got hockey action today nonetheless. Memorial leading 1-0, about to take the ice for period number 2. And before we get going with the second period, a quick little thing. This is my first time officially calling play-by-play of hockey. So for those of you who don't know, I've done in the past football, I've done baseball, and I've done basketball play-by-play in the past. Hockey is and even soccer as well. Hockey play-by-play is a brand new ground for me. I'm hoping to make and really show everybody listening to this that I can call every single sport as the old age make their way out onto the ice for the second period of the band. The last thing on Memorial. You guys take the ice. From left to right. Chi-Hi are in the red unis. They'll go from right to left. Memorial are, by the way, on the penalty kill after a penalty to Wyatt Senko that still has 1 minute and 7 seconds left on it. As Chi-Hi work it in, dumped in deep by Matthew Fournette. Down deep into the corner, scooped up Austin Fournette. He'll go D to D to Elijah Brimstein. His shot patted away. Scooped up though as Chi-Hi look to work on this power play. A quick shot from a dangerous area by Easton Skelton, but that's grabbed cleanly by the netminder Evan Madsen. Memorial 1-1 on their campaign so far after their icebreaker tournament to begin the season. 4-2 win over Superior and a 4-0 loss against Wausau West, who they lost to in the regional sectional finals last year. A shot, by the way, from Matthew Fournette from the point went wide, and Memorial struggling to clear on the penalty. Dangerous situation shot by Dane Krista, but that one denied and sent all the way down the ice by Memorial. And opting to just freeze it for the Cardinals is Drew Brovold, the the netminder for Chi-Hi. 18 seconds left on the penalty to Senko. 17-minute periods, by the way, here in Wisconsin high school hockey. Merrick Peterson gets set to take the draw from Memorial. Memorial can win. Peterson, a shot in front. That's no good. A hack and whack in front involving Matthew Wonky. Nothing came of it. Up to the point. A shot in traffic. Nothing coming for Carter Hay. Now in front. Another shot. Tucker Lossman. And that's blocked and cleared. Now here comes Chi-Hi on the attack. Zachary Black. They'll launch it in. Left wide, and the penalty has expired. Gathering up Andrew Abear for Chi High. He'll take it behind his own net. Now we'll look for a stretch pass, looking for Zachary Black, but cut off by Captain Carter Johnson. Now Black will chip it in past the blue line, opting to give his team some rest. Tucker Lossman, stretch feed down ice to Ethan Bellinger. Now sneaking in for Memorial was Peyton Holmes, but he's thrown to the ice by Matthew Fournette. Memorial in the neutral zone will regroup at the hands of Carter Hayes. Sent the pass in, looked like it was intended for Ethan Bellinger. In the corner now, Mason Flannery gets tied up with Fournette, but able to squirm it away. Lossman, D-to-D pass, a shot, but nothing for Carter Hayes. Back up to the D. Lossman will bounce it over to not Brevin Berlin. And for Carson Halseth. Lossman, a shot, block, pad save, rebound in front, and almost a goal. Went up to celebrate for Memorial was Wyatt Senko, but nothing coming of it. Now another chance by Mason Flannery on a jam shot. Memorial continuing the offensive zone pressure. Halseth goes in between the wheels and dumps off for Lossman. Whiffs on the shot, and now nearly having a chance to go away with it for Chi was Keller Riley. Under pressure and able to get it away there was Carter Hayes. Now Memorial will work the neutral zone. Here's Hayes. Hayes rips a shot. That one blocked by Austin Fournette. Gathered up for Memorial. A stretch pass across the ice for Caden Kruschke. Is just batted down low. Scramble for it. Matthew Wonky comes away with it. A pass in front. Couldn't find Colin Bill for Memorial, and this puck will be iced by Chi High. 13:26 to go here in the second period. Memorial 1, Chi High nothing. Memorial, by the way, on this varsity roster officially have 4 guys as freshmen, with Miles Olson a goaltender, and Connor Abear, Lucas Arndorf, who plays mainly JV, and then Matthew Escher as well. Our guys listed as the puck played deep into the Memorial zone. Memorial do come away with it. It's Matthew Wonky. Wonky going for a skate. Tried to chip it in, but attempted to be dealt with by Colin Subert. Wonky in front, couldn't complete the pass to Bill. Now a shot through traffic, and Caston Trotland couldn't hit the net. Colin Bill will gather it for Memorial in the corner. Up to Trotland. A puck scrum between them and Elijah Burnmeiser. And it squirts out to the neutral zone. Chipped in deep. Miles Olson, who will even make the change. So Chi High will try to go on the attack. Icing delayed here. It will be negated by Evan Madsen, who will opt to play it. Puck given away, though, by Wyatt Seymour. Here comes Chi High on the attack with a pass looking for Dane Christa, not there. Memorial intercept, going back the other way of the burst of speed, Peyton Hulls. Hulls lost the puck, though. He had about 2 guys to beat. One of them laying out Austin Fournette. And he just could not complete. Now, a dangerous situation for the net. A giveaway behind the net by Caden Kruschke. Gave it to Austin Fournette. Gave it to Matthew Fournette, I should say. And that was nearly a free goal for Chi High had Madsen not made that big save. 11:54 left, second period. Memorial 1 and the Chi High Cardinals still scoreless, though threatening here. That was until Memorial able to clear it successfully at the hands of Luke Schemberger. At the blue line, Wyatt Seymour spins back, and then looking to find a spinning Peyton Holds in the middle. but that rolled off his stick. Cardinals move up ice, able to sneak by Kruschke, but unable to finish it off past Lossman for a 2-on-0 situation. Lossman able to clear it off, and now we're going to get a penalty here. It'll be on Chi High. See the call. Now the officials will get together here at center ice, and let's see who they took. So Memorial will be on the man advantage here in just a moment, as soon as they put the penalty up onto the scoreboard here that hangs right above center ice in the O'Brien Ring of Hobbs Ice Arena. By the way, was on Easton Skelton, a sophomore for Chi High. And they actually are going to have 2 penalties called here. So it'll be a 5-on-3 situation. They also got Dane Krista, another sophomore, for a penalty. So 5-on-3 for Memorial. A shot from Lossman is denied. So Memorial in a very good spot to go up 2-0 here, with arguably their best chance of the game to score. Up 2 men for a whole 2 minutes. Wonky in the corner. Will go up to the point for Lossman. Over to Kruschke. Kruschke setting up. Will bounce it down into the corner for Mason Flannery. Flannery fakes a shot. Now goes up Kruschke, a shot. That one blocked in the lane. Scramble, puck squirts into the slot, but swatted away by Elijah Burnmeiser for Chi High. Chi High, very smartly on a 5-on-3, will sit back here and just let Memorial attack them, which is really all you could do in this situation. Puck in the slot, Lossman couldn't win the race against Austin Burnett, and the puck squirmed out to the blue line. Puck played all the way to the near boards, in between the feet of Carson Halstead before he could gather it. Memorial able to get it back though. With a burst of speed, a shot in the slot right into the breadbasket by Mason Flannery. And with 51 seconds left on the 5-on-3 advantage, you would think if Memorial don't score here, now obviously you wouldn't. Obviously, that would be a big no-no for them, is to not score on a 5-on-3 for 2 whole minutes. But Chi High doing very good here. This one chipped all the way down the ice by Matthew Fournette. And Memorial forced to reset. Coming up the ice, Carter Hayes. He's got a burst of speed across the blue line. Will slow down. Now tries to drive the goal line. Puck behind the net. Scooped up Colin Bill for Memorial. He has it knocked away by Elijah Burnmeiser and cleared down the ice. So Memorial, with just 15 seconds left, probably have time for one more burst down the ice before time expires. 10 seconds left, though, as crossing the blue line, Wyatt Seymour drives all the way to the goal line. Goes around the net, spins by a man, gets it in front, 2 guys there, and neither of them could grab the puck away for Chi High. Now Memorial look like they're going to take a penalty. Tripping coming here. And that one will be on Carter Hayes. That one didn't really have much of an argument against that. He took his guy clean out right against the boards. Stick in the feet, a classic tripping. And now it'll be Chi High's turn to go on the man advantage, attacking the net. 2 hour left. The bucket drop. Memorial try to pin it against the boards, Caden Kruschke, but he can't do so. Chi-High looking to set up their power play unit. Elijah Burnmeiser with the shot, and if holding onto his stick, Lane Connor could have held onto his stick, then he could have broken free. Up top for Matthew Fournette, his shot knocked away. Chi-High regathers. Too much on that pass by Austin Fournette, looking for Elijah Burnmeiser. Goes out to center. Chi-High with a burst of speed. It's Easton Skelton, one of the people who took the penalty. A shot in traffic now by Austin Fournette. And it gets nothing. Elijah Burnmeiser across to Austin Fournette. Back to Burnmeiser. Shot blocked. Chi-High continuing the offensive zone pressure on the man advantage. Over to Dane Krista. Burnmeiser, a shot blocker save, and then right into the glove of Madsen. And we'll get a whistle with 8:02 left in the second period. Great turnout of students today. Really just across from where you're looking. There really doesn't seem to be too much of it looks like more of an outdoors theme for a lot of the students across today. So, I mean, I'm not sure I'm really thinking outdoorsy in this weather. I see the lead feed down ice. And it was a lead feed down ice towards Wyatt Seymour. He couldn't catch it, but opting to play it was the netminder, Drew Brovold. And now back the other way, a shot is tipped over the bar by Matthew Fournette. Backhander into the middle. Cleared away Lossman, and they'll move up the ice. Now some miscommunication between Wyatt Seymour and Luke Schemberger sees the puck turned over. Schemberger tries another stretch feed down the ice of the Memorial, get back to full strength. That one looking for Flannery. Takeaway by the Memorial Old Apes. Down below the net, Halseth. He'll go up to the point, Charlton. His shot, tried to find a tip from Flannery. Again, Flannery in the corner. He has it stolen away, but gets it right back after a little tie up with Andrew Hebert. A shot from Dalton, that's blocked in traffic. Halseth going for a long skate, rips a shot, he scores! It's Carson Halseth who jumps into the student section, and the Memorial Old Apes lead 2-0. Carson Halseth gets this building right up again with 6:36 left in the second period. And Memorial double their lead to 2-0. It was a classic Halseth. It just went for a little skate. He skated really through the entire zone, shot from a weird angle, and put the puck in the net. As the Old Apes who lead the Cardinals. As Caden Kruschke in a little bit of trouble at the blue line, able to get through Austin Fournette, but he's offside. Actually, no, interference coming here. So interference coming on Chi-High behind the play. It'll be Carter Johnson. Johnson, one of the captains on this team. He is a senior. And Memorial back on the man advantage. Remember, they had that 5-on-3 not too long ago, failed to convert on it. So we'll see what they can do up just one man, especially with their newfound momentum with their second goal of the game. Up the point, Luke Schemberger. He'll go D-to-D to Carter Hayes. And Hayes and Schemberg both combine, and The puck goes down the ice. Cut off by Evan Madsen. And a little bit of a foot race there. Saw the puck nearly going away by Zachary Black. But it's Carter Hayes into the corner. He gets bumped up against the wall, but the puck is squirmed out at the end of the day, no matter what, to Schemberger. He'll dump it off for Peyton Hulls. Hulls with a burst of speed. Hulls gets by one. Hulls a sharp angle shot. And there's nothing coming of it as it hit the side of the net. Across ice, Hayes tried to go back the other way for Seymour. Seymour gathers it off the wall, though. He'll rip it into the middle and gloved away by the netminder, Brovold. 5:24 to go, 1 minute, 3 seconds left on the man advantage for the Old Abes. By the way, I'm sure those of you that have been listening have heard the Memorial Pep Band is here today. We're blasting Memorial when the team comes out and blasting it when the team scores, as a long-range shot from Schemberger is easily potted away by Brovold. Chipped out the center by Chai High. Schemberger spinning around, throws it to Hayes. Hayes bumped a little bit there by Easton Skelton, but able to maintain possession. Working very well with Schemberger. The only problem is the team's on the power play. Schemberger loses the puck after he kind of whiffed on the pass, and now here it comes, a shot, toenail save by the netminder Madsen on the shot by Dane Krista. Oh, it's Krista again. Krista on a breakaway. Krista off the post and in. Dane Krista finds himself on a wide open breakaway down the other end of the ice, short-handed with 12 seconds left, and Chai High are right back in this thing, now trailing 2-1. Just Dane Krista just snuck away from everybody. It seemed like he was towards the bench. I think the Memorial players kind of disregarded him, as it seemed like he was going off for a line change. Instead, he was left wide open for a feed down ice, and not much Madsen could have done. He got a favorable bounce off the post, and it went in. So how did the Old Abes respond, as their power play time will now come to an end? Lossman, shot through traffic, that's blocked in front by Colin Subert. Subert chips it ahead. Oh, Hagelwack, we're going to get a late penalty on Memorial here, looks like. I did the shot from Chai High. Shot by Chai High's Carter Johnson, and we are going to get an interference call coming. And to be honest, I think the Memorial players thought when that arm went up, they were going to get themselves a slashing call on that zone exit, but instead it's going to be an interference. And it looks like it's on, it's Carson Halseth, the interference call, with 4:04 left here in the second period. As puck won by Memorial, Dean Karushki, the one to come away with it, and now flinging it down the ice. Mason Flannery actually throws it on net, so Brovold does have to make a play on it. Now at this level, that doesn't matter. It's the first level, besides level after youth hockey, where you could fling the puck down the ice on the penalty kill, as flicking out Flannery. No Chai High not to be deterred. A burst of speed, weird angled shot coming from Matthew Fournette, but it's off the side netting. Up to the point, D to D over to Austin Fournette. He'll bounce it down for Dane Krista. Back up to Fournette, and that's blocked out of the zone. Going to chase after him, Matthew Wonky. Puck stolen away. It's Matthew Flannery. He's knocked down, no call coming, as Chai High take the puck and go the other way. Long lead feed for Matthew Fournette. And it is Memorial who come away with it, sending it back down. 43 seconds left on the man advantage for Chi-High. As a stretch feed for Matthew Fournette tips off his stick and goes all the way into the zone, which isn't a bad thing in that situation. Negates any icing. As Kruschke scoops up the deep dump and will fling it all the way down. Gathered by Andrew Abear. He'll launch it out to the neutral zone. And then an attempted play for Austin Fournette is squirmed in the corner and chipped all the way down the ice. Memorial. Great penalty kill here. Able to negate any Chi-High resurgence to level this thing on the power play. Instead, with 2 minutes left, it's still Memorial on top. Puck lobbed into the zone. Colin Suber who did that. Puck scrum right near the Chi-High bench. Memorial come away with it, but not for too long before getting stuck at the blue line, and at the end of it all, Peyton Holes gets it. Holes gets tied up with Abear, and Abear able to force him off the puck before a big response from Ethan Beglinger. Little spin dump in deep by Wyatt Seymour to get himself off the ice since he was right by the boards, or rather the bench, the Memorial bench. Puck pinned up against the boards. Scooped up by Carter Johnson. Though a long shot by Memorial's Cashton Trothlin. Goes over the bar. Trothlin again. That missed high again. And launched all the way down the ice by Zach Black. And that will be an icing with 50.5 left. Zach Black, his full name Zachary. I'm sure he goes by Zach among his peers at Chi-High. Zach Black on paper is a great name, especially with the actor Jack Black and how successful he is. Having a name like Zach Black, it just seems to work. It just seems to be a great sounding name. Probably because it also rhymes. Memorial tried for a quick goal with Luke Schemberger. There's a shot from right in the slot. Carter Hayes, and he hit the post. Now squirmed in front. Amble for the puck. Saw Chi-High ringing around the boards at the hands of Matthew Fournette. It's dumped back in though by Memorial. Stolen away by the net. Wyatt Seymour. Looked like he wanted to find Hayes at the point, but he hasn't nicked away from him by Dane Krista. And then Krista launches it the length of the ice. It hit a Memorial stick as it went down, negating any icing. It went on net anyway, and it was Evan Madsen who made the play, just negating it all, the netminder. 7.4 left in the second period. We are pretty much, if Memorial clear it here, we're likely heading in to the second intermission. Chi-High will look for a quick goal here, level things up. So, yeah, they'll go for an inside win, try to win it back to their D. But good job by Memorial tying up right off the draw. Can't quite fully clear, negating a lot of good chances. And a little flail shot at the end by Dane Krista comes to nothing. And the Memorial Old Abes take a 2-1 lead into the second intermission break. And so far, Memorial have, when they're even strained, Memorial have shown they're a very good opponent to go up against. Whereas sometimes the power play has gone awry. It still is the Old Abe lead at the end of the day. 2-1, back with the third intermission. Right after this, you're listening and watching Eau Claire Memorial Hockey on Old Abe TV. Gather back around, everybody. Third period of Memorial hockey about to get underway. The Old Abe's leading this one by a score of 2-1. Memorial scoring has both of them come on even strength in this game. Chi High's one goal coming shorthanded with 12 seconds left on the Memorial power play. Memorial had made it 2-0 on the back of a Carson Halseth goal, but Dane Krista responded shorthanded on a breakaway, and that's where we sit at 2-2. And that's really how we sit at 2-1 for those that have watched. Memorial numerous times have seemed to be in complete control of this game. Seem to be in control as the Memorial student section doing a little student roller coaster, something the section has done for numerous years now. It's at this point now a student section tradition to do that before the third period, during halftime of games. Really just middle of games, except in this case there is no middle break in a hockey game. We've got 17 minutes to go before this one can come to an end. Memorial are the ones in the driver's seat. That's the simple fact of this all. Memorial, they're winning. They've been the ones that have controlled this game for its majority. And if they just continue playing how they have, maybe pot one or two more in here, then all of a sudden this one could be a 3-1, 4-1, even a 5-1 finish before we reach the final buzzer. Both teams are now making their way out on the ice. It'll be Memorial's turn to go from right to left this time, where the Chi High team will go left to right. Great turnout today in terms of not just students, but a good turnout of the people today. There's plenty of people standing off to my right, taking advantage of the standing space here. The Memorial students are forgetting the standing area they have specifically for it, and are using the student section to do that, which I like. I like that they're right for this third period. All right, here we go. Period number 3 of Memorial Hockey vs. Chi High is underway. Puck is dropped. Won by Memorial back to Cashton Trothlin. They'll play the Caden Kruschke. Up the boards now, intended initially for Peyton Holt, but finds an unintended target in Luke Schemberger. Around the board, Trothlin, a shot and pad save by the netminder, Brovold. High flick down ice by Matthew Fournette, but at the end of the day, it comes to nothing, and Memorial got it away. The Chi High regather, going the other way with a burst of speed. It's Easton Skelton. Tried one more pass through for Dane Krista, who he's hungry for his second goal. Held the line by Andrew Abear, but he'll retreat, and Memorial will exit the zone at the hands of Cashton Trothlin. They'll get the red line and dump it in deep. Gathering it is Colin Subert. For Chi High, he has it stripped away right in front of shot, blocked off into the netting. Right there in front of the net, Ethan Beglinger. He was right. I don't think he could have been much closer. And getting in his way was Colin Subert to block that puck and get it out of here. Plenty of time left in this third period. You're not going to be milking clock at all. You're not going to try pinning pucks or anything if you're Memorial for a good 12 minutes. You still gotta play this game. As here comes Memorial with the burst of speed. It's Flannery. He has it stripped away. Grabbing it though, Ethan Beglinger. He's pinned up against the boards behind the net. A little help from Halston. A pass out in front and just being denied Flannery. And Chi High attempted to clear it in deep, but that hit a body in the name of the ref, and Subert couldn't get it deep. Here comes Halseth. Goes to the goal line, spins around. He gets tied up, though, in the back by Bernmeiser. And Chi High able to get to center. Sneaking away and trying to dump it in deep was Zach Black. But the puck is in the netting. The wrong netting. For those who don't know, there's two nets. One of them you want to hit, the other you do not. The small net, aka the goal, is where you want to go with that puck. And most of the time, a lot of times, the puck ends up in the wrong netting. My hockey team seems to make that joke all the time because one of my teammates can't hit. Keeps hitting the wrong net, aka the hanging netting above the ball. And here's a shot in a dangerous area. Rebound chance. Then they get to scramble in front. And covered up by Bravo. Colin Bill was right there on that rebound to potentially tap it in and sliding across Bravo to make a big save, denying the Old Ames. 14:32 left here in this third period. I feel like this has to be mentioned here. I'll mention it at the next whistle as puck will be dropped here. This one up against the boards. Chi High are the team to come away with it. Austin Fournette got it up ahead. Got up ahead to Matthew Fournette, but stolen away. They're going to be Old Ames in the O-zone. Up, lead pass down ice. Trying from Weissmore to hit Luke Schemberger. Good play there. Tying up his man, Caden Kruschke. Able to allow his teammate to swoop in. They get the puck deep. And pretty much the whole line will make a change except for Kruschke. Now it's Chi High's turn to chip it in deep. Trotlian runs into a two-man. Puck squared out in front. They score. And it's Dane Krista again. This time open in the slot. And the Chi High Cardinals have leveled this game. Dane Krista has got himself a pair, and he's the reason this Memorial team isn't up 2-0 right now. He's been in the right place at the right time again. And now with 13:42 left, we've got a tie hockey game. So Krista with the second goal. Of the game. We got ourselves a good one here. As here comes Mason Flannery. A shot, save, rebound, goes right through the legs of Ethan Beglinger. And we're going to have a whistle blown.
Assisted by number 16, Matthew Burnett. Time of goal, 3 minutes and 18 seconds in the third period.
So I feel like this has to be said. These two teams met in the playoffs a season ago. Memorial came out on top 2-1 at the end of it all. So, though they can't repeat that scoreline again today, they can still certainly win once again as Wonky gets tied up with two guys in the corner and scores free for Elijah Bernmeiser. All the way up to the D-cash and Trotlian. Tripped up by Wonky, and they're actually going to get the call on Chi High. It looked like Wonky had pulled a little friendly fire, but instead, they're gonna call it on Bodie Custer. Bodie Custer is going to get the 2-minute minor for tripping. And Memorial will once again go on the power play. Now we've seen the Old A's have some issues to capitalize on these power plays in the second and third period. They've been given the chances. They just haven't been able to finally finish them off. In the corner, some spin moves, Wyatt Seymour. Seymour will send it around the boards and gliding up to it, Carter Hayes. Hayes will throw it down deep. Seymour gathers, now loses it at his feet, and he's pinned up against the board by Austin Fournette. Gets a little support, though, from Colin Bill. And Chi High, though, after the puck scored free, Matthew Fournette was able to throw it down ice. Now Memorial will try to go back the other way quickly. Here's Carter Hayes. Hayes drives all the way below the goal line, switches to backwards, and goes back to forward. He attempted on that one to find Peyton Holes, but Matthew Fournette with the interception and send down to the other end. Schemberger. Oh, well, miscommunication with him and Hayes. Memorial still got it, though. A shot. Saving, puck loose, though. It was an early whistle. The puck squirmed free. It was tapped home. The ref had blown the whistle, though. And the Memorial players not happy about it. With 47 seconds left on the power play after that shot by Peyton Holes, it looked like they were going to have it there if that whistle had not been blown. The puck had gotten away from Brovold, but whistle blows means play's over. Kruschke over to Flannery behind the net. Tucker Lossman across Caden Kruschke. He'll play it to Mason Flannery. In front, Lossman. That's tipped up and into the netting. Draw to the blocker side of the netminder, Brovold. With 11:30 left, 27 seconds left on the Memorial power play. For the tripping penalty, Lossman goes over to Kruschke. Flannery sends it in the middle, tipped away though. Elijah Burnmeiser. And now into the neutral zone, a successful clearance will likely be the end of this power play for Memorial, and they continue their power play struggles today. Flannery gets it in front. Oh, 1-2 pass, and unable to finish it off. Matthew Wonky. He was right there and just couldn't polish it off. Flannery, we got a delayed penalty coming on Chi. Here's a shot, just missed wide. Rebound! And now we're going to get the whistle blown. As puck touched up there. Austin for now, we're going to get a slashing here on Chi. So Memorial once again, another power play chance, which they've had so many, they're bound to capitalize on one. Slashing, by the way, called on Dane Krista. So Dane Krista, guilty of now 2 goals and a slashing penalty. Hayes passes far side, and the shot from Peyton Holes at the Ovechkin spot was blocked. Scooped up behind the net, Wyatt Seymour. They'll get it up to Hayes. Over back to Seymour. Cross ice to Holes. A shot. Goalie lost it after a tip in front, but it looks to be Seymour. And after a scramble in the corner, it goes down the ice. It's Memorial with 1:15 on this power play. Hull skates all the way to the other end, tries to center into the middle, and that's cleaned up. Colin Bill trying to gather it, but Matthew Frenette, the clearer. Schemberger has it knocked away from him by Zach Black. And Memorial struggling to consistently move the puck here. Holes has puck knocked down with what looked to be a high stick from Matthew Frenette, which would be an infraction and would result in a nice face-off and a good spot for Memorial. Instead, play shall continue. Lossman will skate down after the puck as it bounces off the boards on the far side. Down low for Matthew Wonky. Wonky will whip it around the boards to Caden Kruschke. Back to Wonky. Wonky, a pad save, rebound. Knocked behind the net. Wonky still with it. He'll go back to Kruschke. That plays expired. Climb behind by Lossman. Stick broke. Puck still free on the rebound scramble. All the way now into the near corner. Everybody with a puck at an awkward spot. Kruschke comes away with it. A shot, save, rebound was up in the air and the one who attempted to bat that was Mason Flannery. Coming in now and icing on Chi High. 8:14 to go here in period number 3. Memorial 2, Chi High 2. And this one, it's been apart from Dane Krista having his very own show today with 2 goals. Memorial have had numerous chances to go up by a goal or 2 by this point in the game with plenty of power play opportunities. Instead, it's Chi High who want to go on the attack. A shot towards the glove by Zachary Black. Go down now. Memorial quickly the other way. A shot for the glove. And it's over the ball by Lane Connor. A whistle blown. Stopping play. Again, these two teams are conference opponents. You gotta win your conference games if you want anything to happen for you. Conference games must happen. You want to win them, especially against Chi High, who has been towards the top of the conference for years now. This would be a big win for Memorial to get. But right now they're still level. As Dane Krista will play it near side for Easton Skelton. He gets tangled up with Miles Olson, who's now without a stick. Chipped out into the neutral zone. It's Luke Schemberger taking on 3 Chi High players. Send it wide. Rebound Seymour with a slap shot. That's blocked into the corner. Header on the net, losing it though behind the net was Matthew Frenette. Behind the net for Austin Frenette. Over on the other side, Matthew Frenette will gather it. He'll look to skate up ice. Dump off feed to Austin Frenette. He gets knocked down though by Ethan Beglinger. Dane Krista will try to clear it. He hits Carson Halseth in the chest, and he is gonna slowly skate off. He does not seem to be in a good move as Tucker Lossman was skating in, but he was offsides. Looked like he was going to be in a great spot to finish off there. We got Carson Halseth. Did a great job of keeping the puck in the zone. The only problem is taking a hard rubber disc, or rather a frozen rubber disc, to the chest, which for players, or rather the stomach, the gut area, is not a pleasant experience. So he'll likely sit at least a couple of shifts here. This puck gets caught in the netting, right behind the net. 6:27 left in the third period. Puck dropped on the glove side of the netminder, Brovold. Into the far corner. It's a 2v2 really, or rather just wonky game matched up against 3-on-1. He's able to keep the puck away from them, and he comes away with it. Matthew Wonky comes away with it. A shot from right there by Lane Connor. Held in the Carter Hayes, but now it's squaring free. And now able to flick it in. Colin Buchanan for the Cardinals. Now, we're going to get a whistle from somewhere. And whistle came from somewhere. I didn't see from where. We got a 3-ref crew today. 2 referees and 1 linesman. I guess it came from one of the orange armbands. I don't know. There was a whistle from somewhere, folks. Gain Kruschke gathers it in the Memorial corner and then accidentally sends it into the high end too far for an icing. Intended for Peyton Holes on the pass, but overshot him and sent it to the high end. So we'll reset now. Memorial's glove side of Evan Madsen for this face-off. Wyatt Seymour drawn up for Memorial. Matthew Frenette was drawn for High. Schemberger able to chip the puck out of the zone. Frenette to the near side, Subert. He'll send it in on that minor Madsen, and he paddles it away. Back cleared by Schemberger. And once again, it's sat back in by Subert. This time not on net, though. Trolley in. Over to Seymour. Drives into the blue line. Trying to cut by Austin Burnett. And then he's going to actually win a penalty here. He's going to get a tripping call on Chai. So once again, another man advantage for the Old Abes. And 5 minutes left. Penalty, by the way, was on Austin Frenette. Tripping on the blocker side behind the net. Jai able to immediately clear the zone, though, and Memorial have struggled to convert these power plays. Boy, would now be a time to do so. Peyton Hose going for a skate, sends a shot wide. Gathered up by Hayes. Peyton Hose sets up a 1-2 for Schemberger. Save. Rebound. Puck's loose, though, but again, the whistle had blown. The ref lost sight of it. And 28 seconds have gone off the Memorial man advantage. In a 2-2 hockey game. Wyatt Seymour again lined up against Matthew Frenette. This time, the puck up to the D and Schemberger. To Hayes. Cross ice. A shot breaks a stick by Peyton Holt, and now he'll race back to grab a new stick as the puck went down into the Memorial zone after it was cleared. Here's Holt with his new stick. Over to Hayes. Gets it away to Colin Bill. Bill couldn't complete the feed as it's tipped out into the neutral zone. And now look out, here comes Zach Black. He'll ring it around. Looked like he was just trying to kill some time off the clock. Instead, Hayes with a burst of speed. Hayes into the middle. Finds Wonky. Wonky around the boards to nobody, and Hayes will slowly skate it out in the neutral zone. I'll find Tucker Lossman. Lossman skates through two. Gets front and a shot block. Kruschke, an effort through traffic. Has blocked. Puck loose, and it bounced off the boards and landed behind the net on the netting. So play stopped with 17 seconds left on the Memorial power play and 3:14 left in the game. Memorial, I believe, have now had 5 power play chances in the last couple periods. Have been unable to score on any of them. Kruschke to Flannery. His shot missed. Lossman gets it over to Wonky. Wonky able to find Beglinger. DDD pass, Kruschke a shot, and a nice glove save by the netminder Brovold. Brovold like a baseball catcher there, securing the puck, and actually to be fair, a good frame job as well for a strike on that. And a good save, and probably won his pitcher a strike as well. 2:48 left to go here in the third period as Chi-Hi come away with the puck. Power play has now expired for Memorial. And we sent down the ice, and we are just barely going to get icing. There's a foot race, and nearly beating it out was Elijah Burnmeister. Instead, we will skate the 200 feet back the other way. And we will do it again to the glove side of Brovold. Puck dropped. Taken out in front, and nearly a good scoring chance for Schenberg. Nearly Dane Krista breaking away for his third. Krista has himself bumped off the puck, and then he gets the puck, his stick rather, hacked out of his hands. Delayed penalty coming up on the Cardinals. And Memorial will send out the 6th man, knowing that it is going to be on the Cardinals. Kruschke to Tucker Lossman. Memorial would not complain about scoring on a 6-on-5 here, but now the puck will be touched up in the neutral zone, and Memorial, they just keep getting the gift of these power plays. And these aren't questionable penalties, and we're going to get a timeout here for teams to talk things up. Memorial will have the power play to the end of this game. Barring a goal here, it would be a Chi-Hi penalty kill for the rest of regulation. Chi-Hi did take their timeout. They needed to draw something up to get themselves out of here without taking a scratch. Dane Krista, by the way, was the one who took the penalty, and Krista, like I said earlier, 2 goals, and now he's got 2 penalties to match it, so you're not gonna, if you're trying, you're not gonna argue about the 2 goals. You're not really gonna be happy about the 2 penalties, especially in the fashion that they have come. Nevertheless, this is if there was ever a chance for Memorial to score, this would be yet another power play to do so. Their 6th power play in the span of 2 periods. We'll see if they can find the net when it matters. 2-2 score with 1:53 left in regulation. I don't think anyone's gonna pull their goalie here. Chai is definitely not going to, and Memorial, I don't see them having a need to. Puck is already in the neutral zone, about 4 seconds after the draw. Schemmer spins around and will leave it in the hands of Hulls. Back to Schemberger. He'll dump off Seymour. But Seymour down below the goal line. Gonna go up to Hulls. Over up top, Schemberger. A shot from angle by Hayes. Now it's patted away, and now unable to hold the zone was Hulls, and nearly breaking free was Fournette, and almost getting another chance, Zachary Black. So Chai nearly had a chance to shorthand and potentially win this thing. And they'll send it down the ice. Oh, Chai High. We now entered the final minute of regulation. Puck pinned up against the boards. And it's Carter Hayes for the Old Abes. You gotta sense a little bit of urgency here. They want to win it now. Calls. In front. Hayes cannot. It was not there. 30 seconds left. Seymour. Hayes. Back to Seymour. Memorial trying to set up something. A shot. Oh! Seconds left, and on the power play, the Memorial Olympics take a 3-2 lead. We've been waiting for that power play goal all day, and Carter Hayes delivers when it matters. It's 3-2, and now Chai are in a situation they need, where they're scrambling now. They need something drawn up ASAP, as we're gonna have a timeout on the ice. What a game we have witnessed so far. It's not over yet. I'm sure the Memorial coaches down at ice level reminding the players this game, by all means, is not completed. There's still time. 20 seconds in hockey is plenty of time to get 3, 4, 5 chances away. So Hayes the goal. Hayes gets the goal from Schemberg and Seymour. And as it stands right now, it would be a dramatic game-winning goal on the power play nonetheless. That's where it stands right now. All Memorial have to do is close out these last 20 seconds. Chai High's net is empty. They are going for the 6th man right away, so if the draw is won, this game could potentially be over very quickly. Wyatt Seymour will take the draw for Memorial, and it is Matthew Fournette to take it for the Cardinals. 6 attackers for the Cardinals. Puck won by Memorial, but it's dumped in deep by Austin Fournette. Memorial just trying to get it out of the zone. They can't clear yet. Loose puck will roll out. 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2. There will be no shot. And there's the one. Memorial Old Days win it in dramatic fashion by a final score of 3-2. What a game, folks. An absolutely dramatic finish. Carter Hayes, the hero of the night for the Memorial Old Days. And now, Memorial, a big first conference win over what has historically been a difficult Chi-High opponent. Memorial wins by the final score of 3-2. And that will do it for today's broadcast, folks. So, on behalf of everybody that made this broadcast possible, I'm Derek Bonasato saying that'll do it for this edition of Eau Claire Memorial Old Abe Hockey on Old Abe TV, and reminding you it's always a great day to be an Old Abe.